Hello and welcome back to Bloodborne, where things are going a little bit awry here in the Hunter's Dream. So let's talk to the doll, see if she's got any insight as to
Gammon
what's up.
awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Go on, good hunter.
Oh, okay.
Good hunter, I said.
Alright.
Farewell, may.
So that's all she's got to say. Yeah, I think we're pretty much fine. Don't really need anything other than what we've got, I don't think. Just checking real quick. That's right, we can't check how many blood vials and bullets we've got through this menu. Yeah, whatever. I assume we're fine. Ah, but my runes. Let's go change those. Because, well, some of them just aren't going to matter anymore because we're going into the final two boss fights and that's all there is left. So, getting more blood echoes? Who cares? Instead, let's get some increased defense, even though it's not much. Let's raise our HP, why not? And we'll raise our stamina as well. And then let's do this. And yeah, we're missing a smidge of HP, but we should be fine. Once we get hit once or twice, I'll heal that off. They sure do give us a beautiful area to fight the final bosses in. Hello, sir.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy.
Oh, is that so?
You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun.
What if I don't want to do that first bit?
You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
So, if we choose the first option, then we can go to one of the game's endings right here and now, but I said I'd fight every boss, so I'm going to fight every boss.
Dear, oh dear, what was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
And I must say, Gammon moves around pretty well for a guy with a peg leg. Ow. Okay, I am used to having my pistol, which fires quicker here. I've never fought Gammon with a blunderbuss, so this'll be interesting. Considering that visceral attacks are absolutely the way to go. I do not like that move of his. Way to dodge that, jerk. Excuse me, sir. There we are. Excellent. So it looks like it would actually take about 10 viscerals to do him in. Oh boy, I don't like when he's one-handing it. Because he can do stuff like that. Also, he can shoot me and his gun hurts. Nope. Nope. Ow. There we are. Give me some health. Oh, did I take that rune off? I think I took that rune off. Oops. So we actually want to stay kind of close to him, because there's going to be a phase change soon. And during said phase change, if we manage to do a heavy attack at his back, that's this phase change right here, then we can do this. And it's one of the only opportunities to actually stagger him for the rest of the fight. Getting away from this, we are on the wrong side of him. If I was at his back, then maybe I could have done something. Yeah, I believe he becomes immune to parrying for the rest of the fight. Gonna give it a try, but... Ow. I need to not die first. He attacks faster than I can shoot. Oh, no, he can still be parried. That's good. Ow. Not very ow, but ow. And out of bullets. I could get more, but... Ow. Ow. Nope. Nope. Ow. Come on. One or two more hits is all it's going to take for me. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Okay. Whoop. Okay, good. Much easier to deal with when he's two-handing it. There we go. Though, unfortunately, we've got another boss right after this, and they don't refill our stuff, so I'm probably just gonna throw my life away to get my stuff back. My blood vials and bullets. Mostly blood vials. Bullets I don't much care about. Disgusting. Now, this would have been another ending right here had we not eaten 3 or more umbilical cords. But since we did, we get to fight this thing instead of being adopted by it. But yeah, go ahead. Kill me. Let's see how long this thing takes to kill me with me just holding still. Like, I've put the controller down. I mean, hey, we can watch how it moves. There we go. Alright, so upon reloading, we will have our bullets and our blood vials refilled. And I'm just gonna go check what runes I've got equipped real quick. So we've got that, we've got that. Yeah, I did accidentally get rid of my, what was it? It was Blood Rapture, that's right. But hey, we don't need Blood Rapture for this boss. And because it is almost certainly kin, bolt paper is probably the thing to use. Though with our arcane being still relatively low-ish, chances are it would only squeeze out a couple extra points of damage, which, you know, might be enough. Alright, let's actually use hammer. This is the Kirk Hammer, not the Kirk Sword. Okay, I have no idea what amount I'll be adding with this, but it'll be something. Now, this is ultimately not too difficult a boss. I don't remember ever having trouble with it, but then again, I've fought it exactly once. I do remember that move. And basically, you have to choose between healing with blood vials or by getting in there and attacking, because it does hold still for a while. Ooh. No, visceral. I wanted to use a visceral attack. Ooh, let's charge this up. Ow. What was that? Oh. Oh, I can't heal right now. Yeah. Okay, so this debuff prevents me from healing. Great. That's just excellent. Go away, debuff. Please? Please go away? I want health. I don't recall this part of the fight. There we go. Healing. Healing. And healing again. Let's not be near those floaty things. Those can't be good. Oh, yeah. They're what give the debuff. But hey, we should be fine now. Yep, we win. There we go. Indeed, nightmare slain. And that is a lot of echoes. Speaking of which, where are the ones that I lost? I guess they're gone forever now.
Are you cold?
Freezing.
Oh, good hunter.
Yep. That's our ending. We turned into an infant great one. And despite us being cold, the building is no longer on fire, so she can't just throw us in it. But yeah, that's Bloodborne. I definitely still enjoyed it my second time through the full game. I enjoyed my first time through the Old Hunters. Well, my first time all the way through. Most of it. There were parts that I didn't enjoy so much. And yeah, it's still a good game, despite having played through it 3 times before. Like, I enjoyed myself. There's not much else to say. It's got a lot going for it. The Victorian aesthetic is great. The music is fantastic. The aggressive gameplay keeps it nice and fun, but also keeps the pace really quick. And I'm glad that Dark Souls 3 took as many cues from Bloodborne as it did. Because Bloodborne was a really, really solid evolution of the Soulsborne game type. Like, Dark Souls 1 was great. Dark Souls 2 evolved some aspects of Dark Souls 1 to be better, but then just didn't really have the level design or the interesting encounters that Dark Souls 1 had, which I feel kept it falling behind. And then Bloodborne came out, and it was a return to form in terms of level design. And You bet they definitely had some interesting creatures to fight. And then just the enhanced pace of the gameplay was really fresh at the time. Like, go from Dark Souls 1 and 2, where most of the time people will be holding a whatever the most solid shield they can get is and hiding behind that, slowly going through places. But then Bloodborne, they don't let you do that. They force you to not do that. And it creates an entirely different game feel. And I rather enjoy it. I mean, just couple the gameplay with the aesthetic, and about the only thing that I really feel is missing from Bloodborne is environment variety. Because most of the time, you're in buildings. Like, there's lots of buildings. You're either in them or you're between them. There's not so much nature, not so many natural areas, and all the areas that there are pretty much grays and browns, which I guess kind of definitely matches the Victorian aesthetic, but I would have liked to see, like, more greens. Like, even the Forbidden Woods still wasn't very green. Like, I would have liked to see... Well, I guess most of the game did take place at night, so they did have that limiting factor. And there were definitely still some beautiful views, like Murgo's Loft, that moon. But, yeah, it's a really well put together game, and honestly, my opinion at this moment is that this is the strongest Soulsborne game. Like, Dark Souls 3 was really good, and I enjoyed it. But it took a lot from Bloodborne, but then adapted it to Dark Souls, which there was a bit lost in translation there. And also, like, Dark Souls 3 still, while it did have shortcuts to bonfires and whatnot, instead of just, well, it also had new bonfires all the time, but it did have some shortcuts, but Bloodborne, like, going through Yharnam the first time and opening that gate back to the first lantern there. When I first did that in my first run, it was like, oh my god, how did I get back here? I've gone so far. And, like, I never really got that feel in Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 3, all the shortcuts were pretty much elevators. There wasn't that much opening a door and discovering, holy hell, I've gone so far, but I'm back here now? Like, yeah, there wasn't as much of that joy of discovery in Dark Souls 3, to me. Well, Bloodborne had it in spades the first time I went through, and subsequent runs, it was still pretty fun. And that's really what it takes for a game to be great. Like, if you can experience that joy the first time through, and then on later runs still enjoy yourself, what else can you ask for?
Good. All signed and sealed.
Yeah, we've seen this. But anyway, that is it for Bloodborne. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. as much as I enjoyed playing through it again. And one last thing. I said in the first episode that this character was based on an actor. And let's just go ahead and tell you who. It was based on a photo of Jeremy Irons. I feel like I didn't do the likeness too terribly well. Like, it's decent enough, but it didn't translate as well as my other character who I based off, Peter Capaldi. But yeah, once again, that's it for Bloodborne. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will see you in the next game.